Now, you know that saying that everything happens for a reason? This has to be with this video because I've been dying to get this out to you for ages and it hasn't actually come about. But I'm going to make sure it gets out today. So there. Thank you for joining me. Just had to give you 30 seconds of explanation in terms of what was going on there. Now, self-esteem is directly related to charisma. It's something that is a end product of having really good self-esteem. Not that there is any such thing as bad self-esteem. Self-esteem that can be seen as bad actually becomes narcissism. And low self-esteem is self-loathing. Now, once you understand the scale, then you can see where you lie. And having good self-esteem is like a magical key. It's like it gives you the things that you've always wanted. Like in terms of you just feeling good. Fudge everything else. Fudge the world. Because at the end of the day, you can't control who's in power. And you, no matter what they say about you voting, you can't control the weather. You can't control other people's reactions towards you. You just can't control it. All you can do is just be happy within yourself. And that's all that matters. And having good self-esteem is something that's so much more important than positive affirmations and positive thinking and whatnot, because that's what I was doing. I was just constantly thinking about the opposite of depression and the opposite of feeling sad, and still not feeling happy. I was still feeling really conflicted. And then when I started to read this book called the 6 Pillars, Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. That's another really good book. But the 6 Pillars of Self-Esteem by Nathaniel Branden. I've only just started reading it, but it's already made a massive impact on my life. And I've started to research into stuff that would increase and build my self-esteem. And the other day, I was in central London working, and I decided to just think about and have in the background, running in the background, that I'm going to increase my self-esteem. I'm going to do everything I can to do stuff to increase my self-esteem. I have self-esteem brimming out of me, you know, like an abundant fountain that bleeds into everybody, that just makes everybody feel good. And guess what? I was starting to feel more compassionate towards people, where for the last 6 months I've been feeling like I wanted to kill people, and I really have not liked humanity at all. But this time I was actually finding that I just, you know, I accepted people for who they were and I forgave them. I found my meditation practice easier. When I went out on the street, when I was in London that day, people were looking at me differently. Also, I got attention, you know, in a flirty way that I haven't got for so long, because clearly my vibe wasn't putting that out. And also, just to let you know, I'm not wearing any makeup today because I just wanted to, or done my hair like all fancy, because I just wanted to give it to you pure and simple. Being an actor is really important to have really good self-esteem, and I'm not going to lie to you, these kind of levels go down. It's like a computer game, you know, like things will go down, because if you use it up and you don't consistently top it up, then it's going to be affected. So I would suggest that, you know, you find your own definition of self-esteem and what it means to you, and then find ways that you can consistently be topping that up every single day. For example, today I had some neighbours that were just like faffing around on my wall outside and also talking, and the window's just there, like there. You can see that the light is here, and it was literally just there, so they were like, I could hear them. So I sat there for about 30 seconds, maybe 5 minutes at the most, and I was debating on whether or not to actually like go out there and tell them. And literally, like the minute and then I kind of had enough. I was like, right, I'm gonna go out and tell them. And like I told them, and then like I said it with a massive smile on my face. I said, I'm trying to record something, and they were like, oh, I'm so sorry. And I was like, oh, thanks. You know, I was really grateful, and they were all smiling at me. Like the girl was like, there was 2 guys and a girl. The guy was saying really, really sorry, and then the other girl was like really respectful. So, and I just felt really happy that I was able to communicate that in a really nice way. Also the fact of getting like some kind of like flirty attention, which was really nice for my self-esteem and my self-worth and value. That made me feel really great. One thing that I did notice when I was looking up on how to understand your level of self-esteem is, how do you take compliments? If somebody compliments you, how do you take it? If you can take compliments and that's it, Les Brown. I was listening to a wonderful speech, motivational speech by Les Brown. My friend is sending me daily motivational speeches by him. I think it's called Shoot for the Moon, which is a program. And literally the thing that she sent me today was so relevant. So yeah, like, how can you take compliments? What is it? How do how do they register with you? And it will be just the same as you will be able to take criticism. So you can't take all the criticisms to heart and not take compliments, because they're both one and the same, Through Practitioner, I've been exercising my equanimity to make sure that, either really doesn't make any difference to me. They're all the same, to be honest with you. And to be honest, it doesn't really matter. It really only matters what I think and what my internal dialogue is saying to me, and ensuring that that's something of high worth, high value. And how do I know this? I'm checking this on a daily basis by that exercise that I just did, like by interacting with people. Because when you interact with people, that's the best way to be able to understand how your self-value and your self-worth is. Yesterday, I went to an open mic night, which is called The Sun at Night, which is an amazing event, which it's basically these two wonderful girls, Kaylee and Alice. They hold this space in this beautiful church in Shoreditch, and at 6 o'clock every Sunday you can go there, you can play a song, you can just do anything you want, poem, whatever. And I've read a couple of my poems there, and it's really gone down well, so much so that it's allowed me to be more creative. So for example, yesterday I had no idea what I was going to do, and then I was like, I'll just go, and I wrote 2 poems and I sang, and I haven't sang in years, like years. So already, like, the idea, and I thought, you know what, I don't care. And as I was saying, being an actor, we get rejected. Depending on how many auditions you get, like, we sometimes complain about not getting auditions, but then when we get loads of auditions, we don't get the jobs. It's even worse, because, like, you're thinking, oh my God, you're facing rejection maybe 2-3 times a week. And then it's very difficult not to see that as a, personal insult, that you're not getting the jobs. But I've kind of come to the conclusion that I don't care. It's them and not me. I'm right for the job. If they can't see that I'm, clearly this job is not what I was supposed to be doing. There's clearly something so much better for me on the other side, or coming up, or that I have to be free for. So that's what's going on. This is all part of a massive plan. That's what I kind of keep on telling myself, and that's what helps me to keep on going. And as an actor, I feel quite okay with having that mindset. But it takes constant building, and what you need is a really good team of people around you. And even if it's only one person that tells you that you're amazing, that's all you need. That's all you need. You need that person just to tell you that you're a great, amazing human being that deserves to be on this planet. And then you're just like, okay, I'll be here, Yesterday, my friend Katie, who is like so inspirational, she came over, and I told her about like how I was feeling in this depressed state before, and she was like, Reena, no, no, it's not going to happen again. So I thought, no, it's not. I'm going to be consistently managing myself and just making sure that I top up my self-esteem daily, doing something every day to make sure that I'm honouring myself and my self-esteem. So yeah, go and find out what it means to you and do it on a daily basis, because that's the fundamental component of being an artist or an actor or any kind of creative. The fact that rejection, it's part of life. But it's all about how we react to it. So keep on going, because, amazing things were achieved by people who were told that they couldn't do it, and it had never been done before. we push boundaries and frontiers and amazing things. So keep going, and build your self-esteem. You've got an abundance of knowledge called the internet. YouTube, have a look online, loads of articles about it, about self-esteem and your relationship with it. And see what happens when you start to work with it. I'd love to hear your responses, and I'd love to see what you think. Alright, you take care, and I'll speak to you really soon. Bye.